What is ERP?
So ERP is a combination of all the modules, business modules, into a single ERP system, where we have all the sales data, sales functionality, finance, HR. So combination of all this makes an ERP. Enterprise resource planning, you can say.
Right. So basically it is enterprise resource planning. Okay. Or in simple language we can say enterprise means any company or organization. Resources you have your these are the resources you have: man, money, machine, material. So if I will convert into departments, so this is going to be your HR department, finance department, your machine means production department, and material means your raw material and purchase and warehouse department. So what is the requirement of planning? Why do we need to plan? But before that, if I am the entrepreneur of the company, so what is my goal? Why I am doing the business? So as an entrepreneur point of view, what is the objective? Why we are doing the business? Yeah. So okay, can you tell me what is the, from entrepreneur point of view, why we are doing business? What is our objective?
To making profit and carry on business for a long term.
Right. So that means we can say the objective is to earn the highest return, or we can maximum say profit. To earn the maximum profit. So how you increase the profit? How you will maximize your profit?
By limited costings and duplicacy of excessive expenses, or to manage the total entire enterprises with a properly guided manner.
All right. So that means you can say with effective utilization of all the resources, so that we can earn the maximum profit. Or simple language, we can say this is the planning, right? We can plan our existing resources in such a way that so we can earn the maximum profit. So what are the resources, right? Or let's take one example of what are the problems we are facing in non-ERP and entrepreneur or enterprises or companies. What are the problems? So for this, I can take one practical example. Okay, let's say we are manufacturing concern and we are manufacturing laptops. Okay, so these are my departments. We have sales department, production planning department, production department, purchase, finance, HR. So all these departments are, and we are working towards the common goal to earn the maximum profit. Okay, so let's say we will start from the sales department. Normally in a month we supposed to sell, let's say 20 to 25 laptops in a month. Okay, but on certain period or on a particular month we got 100 laptop order from a customer. Okay, it's a bulk order for us. So our salesperson, they got this lead and they converted this lead to sales order. Now this information, this is non-ERP system. So now this information, where we will share? Which department? Can anybody tell me? We got the sales order. Now what is the next? Can you hear me?
It will be shared with production department and finance.
Finance, there is yes, production department. So this information, this is non-ERP system. So this information, the salesperson, they will pass this information to the production planning department. And what is the role of the production planning department? What they will do?
The raw materials may be ordered first, which is done by production planning.
Raw material we will order. Yeah, Preeti, you want to tell something?
Like the same thing, they will also do the whole production planning. What means what are the raw material, how we will produce it, from where we will do the purchase.
Exactly.
Everything is the planning.
Yes, they will prepare a production schedule. That means how much raw material is required, what is the labor hours required. Okay,
yes.
So everything they will prepare. Okay, that is the production schedule. Okay, so once they will prepare the production schedule, the production planning department will pass this information to production department. Okay, now the production people, This is the shop floor. They will start the production. In the meanwhile, they need material, so they will contact the which department. In between, we have one department, that is your warehouse. Okay, so they will contact the warehouse people, like they will prepare the MRL, material requisition note. So warehouse will supply the material for production. If there is shortfall of material, or if we need material, then warehouse will contact the purchase department for procurement material. Purchase department will contact vendor for procurement of material. Okay, and finance will pay the vendor and collect money from the customer. So this is how we are running our organization. Okay, if everything is going fine, if everything goes fine, then there is no issue. We are not facing any problem. But suppose now this is salesperson, they pass this information to production planning department, and the person, this department, there is, let's say the concerned person is on leave, so that means this information is blocked here. Okay, until unless the production people, production planning people, they will not prepare the production schedule. Can the production, they will start the production? No. They will wait for the production schedule. Right. So, okay, what is reorder level? Something you must have studied in costing or in organization you are maintaining. Reorder level.
When the raw material, when the goods reach certain level, then we to make a new order for that.
Exactly. That means as per our consumption capacity, we will set one point that when the raw material will reach this point, then immediately we will start the procurement. We will not wait for the production order, but we will start the purchase, right? So this is your reorder level. Okay, we are working on manual system, so maybe raw material is below reorder level. Okay, this raw material is below reorder level, and this information with which department? Obviously with warehouse department, because they are handling the material. Okay, that means material is below raw material is below your reorder level, but this information with only one department, that is your warehouse department. Now the problem, once they will prepare the MRN, that means they need material, but our warehouse people, they are saying we don't have sufficient material to fulfill this requirement. So we have to start the fresh purchase, or we have to initiate the purchase. Now we will prepare the purchase requisition note, and purchase people will start the procurement. Okay, any idea what is the time requirement for complete procurement? Anything, any idea?
It can be from some weeks to months.
Exactly, it can be some weeks to months, because there are so many process or so many activities are involved in purchase stage. Like what are the steps? First of all, it is a request from your which department? Production department or warehouse department. So that time they will prepare what? In some company they used to tell it is indent. Or purchase requisition note for procurement. Right. Once we have the purchase requisition note or request from the concerned department, we will go for the purchase. So first thing, the purchase department will start the RFQ. That means request for quotation. So it's an open invitation to all the vendors. They have some registered vendors that we need this much of material by this date. Okay. After that, vendor will reply with different options. That is known as your quotations. That means with the different combination. This is the price. Okay, this is going to be quality. If you'll purchase this much of quantity, then we can offer some discounts. Like that, different options the vendors will reply. Then we will go for the vendor finalization. Okay, that means we will place the order to which vendor, that is your vendor finalization. Next will be purchase order. Goods received. Next step, vendor will supply the material. After that, inspection, that is your physical inspection, or we can say verification of material. That means when we order the material on the basis of some sample materials, now we will go for the verification of all materials. So here the process of your GRIR, those people are working with manufacturing, they must have the idea, GRIR. Okay, so verification of material. Then invoice, vendor invoice. Now payment. So these are the steps involved in procurement. So for procurement, at least we need some weeks to month, as he said correctly. Okay, now when we got this order, we committed to the client, we can deliver the goods or the supply next month, maybe 10th or 15th. Now, with delay in this purchase, can we able to fulfill our, as earlier said, delivery date? Is it possible? No, never. So now we will go to the client and we will say, boss, due to some problem, we cannot able to complete your deliver date as we promised earlier. So we need some more time, let's say another 20 or 25 days. So we can deliver the goods. Now it's up to client. They can wait or they will cancel the order. They will wait if we are the only manufacturer of laptop. But nowadays, nobody is the only manufacturer, or there are so many competitors. So in this case, what is the loss? Loss of revenue?
Loss of revenue.
Nothing else? Loss of revenue and yes, loss of your goodwill. In future,
dissatisfaction.
Yes, in future we are not going to get any order from that customer and anybody related to that customer because we don't have the commitment. Now, what is the problem? So what is the problem? As per you, what is the problem? Anybody? What is the problem? Why we face this problem? Why we lost this project?
Due to miscoordination of the departments.
Because we didn't start a...
Yes. So first thing, that means lack of coordination among the departments. Why this lack of coordination? All the departments were working perfectly, but the problem is they have the data, but they have their individual data. That means salesperson, they have their data, but that is only with your sales department. Production planning people, they will come to know what is the what is the sales order or what is we got order from the customer. Once the sales people will pass this information to another department. Okay. Till now, no information. Material is below reorder level, but this information with warehouse department only. When warehouse people will share this information to other departments, let's say production or purchase, then only we will realize, okay, we don't have the material. So that is the biggest disadvantage of your non-ERP system. That means all the departments, they have their own data. Okay, now we will say previously we are working on non-ERP system or let's say manual system. Now we will go for different softwares. For example, let's say for finance, we are working on Oracle. For HR, let's say PeopleSoft. For purchase, some ABC software. Right? Sales, XYZ. Production, something, let's say BAN. Now tell me, this problem is sorted out or still we have some problem? We have multiple softwares in different departments. Is there any problem? Still any problem?
Yes, we still have a problem because these are all not integrated with each other.
I missed your, please repeat.
Yes, I think there is still a problem because these all modules are not integrated with each other. So they are not sharing the sales data is not being shared with production.
Okay. Okay, okay. So Lokesh, you are from, as you are working from SAP, so you can say what is the integration. You can understand what is integration. Maybe other people, they have the problem with
Yes.
understanding the integration. So let me simplify these things. What he is saying that when we are working in the organization, we are working as a team. That means all the departments are working jointly. So for this, we can take this example. Oh, sorry. So, who is responsible for preparing this RFQ? RFQ quotation, vendor finalization. These are your purchase steps. Which department?
Purchase planning?
Purchase department. Purchase department. Okay, this is the responsibility of the purchase department. Quotation also same. Purchase. Vendor final also purchase. Right. Purchase order obviously. Purchase department. Okay. At the time of goods receiving, which department's responsibility it is?
Manufacturing, warehousing.
Yes, warehouse. Any other department? Finance.
Finance, yeah.
Because warehouse will record the quantity, but value will be provided by the finance people. Okay. Like you have studied LIFO, FIFO, all these methods for stock valuation. Right. So finance involvement is there. Okay. At the time of your verification of material, which department? QC, quality control. Also, purchase. They will go for physical verification or warehouse, where any it is part of your purchase. Vendor invoice, which department? Purchase. Finance. Payment of course, finance. That means in this transaction, there are involvement of multiple departments. Let's say in our organization, we are working with different softwares. Now problem is, what's the problem? Let's say we'll start with your purchase department. Purchase department, they have their own software, some XYZ software. Now, and finance, let's say we are working on Oracle. Can we link both the softwares, that means purchase and finance, that XYZ to Oracle? Can we link? Because at this stage, your, let's say goods receipt. So purchase people or warehouse people, they will record the physical inflow of stock. Okay, we received, let's say 10,000 units of 10,000 cartons of stock. Then they will pass this information to finance for recording of value. Now, my question is, can we link, or do we can do something so that both the systems, which system, your purchase system and finance system, that is Oracle system, can be linked? Is it possible? Any guess other than Lokesh? Is it possible?
I think it's possible, but it will be manual intervention.
Yes. Okay. That means what he is saying, we can, first of all, it is not possible because this is a product of different company and this is a product of different company. Okay. So we cannot link this to different softwares. But anyway, we have to link this data. Then only we can able to complete the transaction. So what we can do best, we will extract the data from the XYZ software, let's say in Excel sheet. Then we can upload this Excel sheet in finance department, right? This is how you will do. Praveen, this is how you want to do, or how? Right? So anyway, yes, this data is required. So in this case, what is the problem? First of all, your data is not secure, because once you will extract your data, of course it is time consuming, and once you will extract your data from your software, that is XYZ software, that can be, we can tamper it, we can do anything. For example, there was invoice, let's say 50,000. The invoice was 50,000. Now our process is, we will process in one software, then we will extract it, then we will pass this Excel sheet to another department, again they will process it, then they will pass to another department. Okay, in this process, what happened? Accidentally or intentionally, 1 zero added. Is it possible or not possible? Due to negligence, it can be possible. Yes. Okay, just manual typing error, 1 zero added. So finance department also, they thought that okay, it's okay from all the departments, so we can make the payment, no issue, right? Due to their negligence also, they also make the payment. So it's a overpayment of 4,50,000. It's not loss because we are dealing with our registered vendors, so we can recover this money from the vendor. Okay, but it's a overpayment. So this is due to, that means our data is not secure. Okay, another problem. Let's say this is our, just few minutes more, we will jump to SAP. Purchase department, this is your finance department. In purchase, we are maintaining our data, or we are using the software, let's say XYZ, and in finance it is Oracle. So first of all, for purchase, we need one vendor. We have to create one vendor. Then we have to create one invoice also, purchase invoice. So anything, any information related to purchase, so that means purchase record, we have to maintain purchase info. Now come to the finance. So they are responsible for payment. So for payment, they also need the vendor. They will also prepare the invoice to record the value and any accounting info like your payment terms, vendor payment methods, bank information. So they will update this information here. So if you see here, completely duplicacy of work. That means the same vendor once created in XYZ software, again created in Oracle. Invoice XYZ and Oracle. That means duplicacy of work. For one single transaction, we are paying two salaries for two different departments or two different people. That is the one problem. That is your duplicacy of work. Another problem is, suppose your finance manager, okay, or finance CGM finance, he needs a report, purchase report, last month purchase report. Then he contacted both the departments. So in this case, one report from your purchase department, another report from your finance department. Why? Because two data are maintained. They are maintaining two different data, two different software. So two different softwares are maintained. So two reports are there. Now tell me, which report is authenticated? You will confuse. So first problem is duplicacy of work. Second one, mismatch of data. So these are some problems in non-ERP system. Up to this point, if any doubt, tell me. Then we will proceed further.
Fine, sir, no doubt.
Okay. Preeti, are you fine?
Yeah.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah, I'm okay, absolutely.
Okay. So now we convinced we need some ERP system. Okay. So that we can effectively utilize all our departments. Ganesh, are you okay?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So what is the solution? Solution means so that we can central. First thing, our first problem was decentralized maintenance of data. Okay. That means all the departments, they should share the common space or common platform. No need to share all the data to individually one department. Okay, that is your centralized maintenance of data. That means in sales, some same software, production planning same software, purchase same software, HR same software, finance is same software. So we need some ERP products. Okay. So in market, different ERP products are available. Like if you see in market, you have Oracle, one ERP product is there, Microsoft, PeopleSoft, right, JD Edwards. Then you have also lots of local ERP. These are some international standard ERP products are there, but lots of local ERP products are there. But if you'll see graphically, SAP is enjoying a major portion of SAP that we will discuss now. Like other ERP product, SAP is also one ERP product. But before that, we will see what is this SAP. Lokesh, what is SAP?
SAP becomes systems application and processing, data processing. So
okay. Yes. First of all, it's a German company. The name of company is SAP.AG. Okay. AG is in Europe. They are using this suffix. Like in India, we are using private limited limited, or in USA you are using INC, right? So they are using AG, SAP.AG. So they have various products, right? So as he said, it's system. The abbreviation of the name is system, applications,
and products.
and products in data processing. Okay, I will come to here why they have derived this name. System, application, products in name processing. System means, what is system? This is your hardware or server. Application means software. And what are the products? Just now we discussed what are the products. All your departments, your finance department, purchase department, production department, these are your products. Products in data processing. Data processing, nothing but you're analyzing all your business transactions. That is your data of your products. Okay, so different analyzing your business transactions, that we called as reports, analyzing your reports. Okay, what is this data processing? Suppose I will say 100 people work for 100 hours and produced 10,000 units. What does it mean? 100 people work for 100 hours and produced 10,000 units. Meaning is nothing. Until unless we will analyze this information or we will compare with this information with another department. Now, last month 100 people work for 100 hours and produced 10,000 units. Okay, last month it was 20,000 units production, and this month it is 10,000 production. So it is under production this month. Now we can fix the responsibility with production department. Why this under production? Okay, once we have only one single information, that is meaningless. But once we will compare these two reports, we can analyze different conclusions. Like we can analyze why this under production. We came to know that the material was purchased, poor quality material. We can fix the responsibility with purchase department. Further, we came to know that different solutions. That's why we have different reports. We are getting different reports, and we are analyzing this information. This is how they have derived the name. Now, what are the different products available in SAP? Okay, so current product we are working on R3 structure. Okay, the current product we have R3. Previously they launched R1 and R2. R stands for your real-time data processing. What is data processing? You know. Okay, analyzing your business transactions. So that is your real-time data processing, and 3 stands for your 3-tier architecture. We will see that. And this is your different products available in the SAP side. Okay, here we have some technical products or technical modules and some functional modules. Those people having some technical knowledge, like some computer language knowledge, they will go for this ABAP module. Yes, technical part, ABAP module. ABAP is the, you can say, SAP language, the programming language of SAP, Advanced Business Application Programming Language. Okay, any software that is based on some language. So like SAP, our language is, it's a Advanced Business Application Language. That means your ABAP. And the basis person, they are the system administrator. Those persons having networking knowledge, they will go for the basis. Purely these are the technical people. Okay, department wise, we are the functional side or functional people. That means for purchase department, we have the product or module, that is your material management, sales and distribution, production planning, HR, plant and machinery, project system. Like this, for different departments, we have different products. Okay. Let's say it's a manufacturing concern. Let's say Maruti, or let's say it's Toyota. If they will go for SAP, then which module they will opt for? manufacturing company, which modules? They need which modules?
All modules.
All modules, yes. Finance, costing, purchase, sales, all the modules. If it is Walmart, then which module they will opt for? Don't look this right side. Okay, only this left side. If it is Walmart, then which module? It's a retail company. So which module they will go for? Finance. This costing part is required for Walmart. Are you following me?
Costing part will be required. Yeah.
Will require for Walmart, a retail company.
I think. Yeah.
Ganesh, Priti, do you think that controlling costing part is required?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, because costing is not required because they are not manufacturing anything. They are the retail company. They have to purchase this different goods from the vendor. Then they will add their margin, profit margin. Then they will sell it. So they don't need to cost a product. Okay. So controlling or this costing part is not required. Okay. Now, obviously, purchase is required. Sales, I will put a question mark here. This PP is not required. HR is required. Plant maintenance is not required. Okay, that means some modules required, some modules not required. Now, the sales process of Toyota, is it exactly same what is the sales process of Walmart?
Yes.
How? One retail company, their sales process is, how we can say it is exactly same as one automobile company. They have their different strategy, right? They have their fixed customers, their dealers, they are the fixed customer. But in retail, we don't know. Today one person came, tomorrow we will come or not, we don't know. So here, they are different strategy. Okay. So the retail industry is completely different from a manufacturing or automobile industry. Now, if you will introduce this sales module to that retail company, right? So then there will be huge process gap. Process gap means you need huge customization. So as a result, your project time will increase and project cost will be increased. That's why previously lots of different industry companies, they were not comfortable with SAP, right? So they are not using or they are not interested to use SAP. Then SAP launched IS product, that is your industry solution. Okay, in this slide we are discussing what are the different products of SAP. Okay, for retail company we have IS retail. If it is oil and gas, that is again different set of business is there. So IS oil and gas. For energy company it is utility. Real estate, IS retail. Okay, IS mines. Like you have individual customers, individual type of customers. So you have the specific solution. Similarly, we have also B1 for SM level clients. We have one. It's a low profile software we can say, but it's from product of SAP. That is business one for SME clients. Okay. Okay.
Sir, IS stands for
industry solution. Industry solution specific to one industry. Okay. Okay. You guys are using Amazon sites, right? So, have you got any sort of training from Amazon to use that site?
No.
Then how you are using? That means it is very user friendly. So any can use this with some basic internet knowledge. They can use the sites. But for SAP, using SAP, is it so easy? No. You need some training. Okay. So that's why SAP launched some new dimension products or web-based products. Okay. So these are some web-based products. Let's say we are a big concern and we are manufacturing cement, right? So who is our customer? One dealer, one distributor is our customer. As we are using SAP, can we say our dealer, you have to work on SAP? Is it possible? No, because huge cost involvement is there for implementation of SAP. But if the dealer is going to use some different software, so what he will do, whatever information or your sales order, anything is required to related to us, he will prepare in an Excel sheet and he will transfer it to us for sales order. Now we have to input these informations in our database. This is the process. Then we have to put our manpower to fit those data in our system. So what we can do, we can take a CRM connection here and we can give him access It's simple and just like one link we can give in. It can be no heavy infrastructure required, no server is required. It can be used in normal internet connection. So now what will the do? The dealer will use CRM system or indirectly our system. Now we can link this CRM system to your SD module. Okay, so indirectly your dealer is also using your system. So these are some new dimension product, CRM, SRM. Okay, as Lokesh is working BIW, this is a reporting. Okay, so BIW. Then in finance we have FSCM, financial supply chain. Okay, that is the new dimension product. So these are various products available in SAP.
Yeah, I have one question. Hello. Yeah. What is this BIBW?
Lokesh, can you first answer this? Then I will go for this. Hello.
BIBW is basically data warehouse.
Yes, it's business intelligence and data warehouse.
Yes. So basically, when it comes to FICO or all these modules, we can do a reporting. When the data becomes huge, and we want to keep track of all the historical data, we use BIBW. So basically, we pull the data from all these functional modules and do the reports in the data warehouse.
It's reporting. It's reporting. Business intelligence and business warehouse. So storing of your data or analyzing of data, all these things.
So now see, in our organization, BIBW they are using for the consolidations of the all the subsidy accounts.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking what is this BIBW?
Yeah, it's a reporting tool for consolidation of all the data from different modules. This is used.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, Lokesh. Okay, so we are in now R3 side. So in 2000, they changed this R3 to ECC, Enterprise Central Components. They changed the name. Okay, and we have different versions. They launched with 4.1, 4.7. So currently we are in ECC 6 and ESP. Okay, ESP 6. From training, we are using ECC 6 and ESP 6. This is the latest version. So in ECC 6, we have different. These are the modules available. So now come to our module, that is your FICO. It's actually two modules. One is your finance and another is your management accounting or controlling. Okay. I hope you guys are not.
But my company is using 7.3.
For office purpose, 7 version is 7.3. That is the ESP. Okay. I got your point. 7.3 means this one. How you are saying 7.3? This one.
Yeah. This one. Yeah.
This one. It's
this
a different thing. Yes, it's a different thing. We'll discuss. It is different. It's not SAP software.
Okay.
Okay, this is your R3 structure. I will come to here later. Okay, so what is there in FI and CO? We will discuss. So FI, it is your finance module or all your statutory reporting. So as a FI consultant, your job will first you have to develop the organization structure. Okay, that means how is your company structure? What are the branch offices you have? What are the profit centers you have? So these things first you have to design as a FI consultant. Okay, so then you have different departments. Like in organization, you have general ledger, all your ledger posting and all these things, profit and loss, balance sheet. Here we are covering, that is your GL. These are the sub-modules. Within FI, these are your sub-modules. General ledger accounting. Then you have the vendor management, accounts payable. These are the department in organization, okay, or processes. Accounts payable, it is your vendor management. So vendor management is linked with your, which module? Purchase. Because they will start the purchase. And accounts payable, here we will deal with your not only payment, all the business transaction related to your payment. That is called, that's why we call it as vendor management. Then customer management, that is also linked with your sales. Then asset accounting, bank accounting. Okay, so under FI we have, these are the submodules: GL, AR, AP, asset, bank. Also we have like organization structure, some general settings that is known as your global setting. Okay, if you have looked into syllabus, there is something called global setting, that is your general settings like accounting fixes of accounting year, some period settings. Okay, so all these type of some settings are there, that is in global setting. Any question in this slide?
No, sir. Clear.
Okay. Now come to the CO side. That is your management accounting. Basically, what is the difference between FI and CO? FI is purely external reporting. That means your profit and loss preparation, balance sheet, all these are outside reporting. That means report to other people. But CO is basically your management accounting or internal reporting. Okay, so whatever you have studied in costing or you are working in organization in costing division, the same thing is here. Okay, cost center accounting, you have already knowledge of cost center accounting. Maybe you are new to this cost element accounting. Then you have ABC costing, that is your internal order, because sometimes we need activity wise costing also. Cost center is not enough. Okay, for example, you have, let's say, 4 cost centers are there: cost center A, cost center B, cost center C. That means 3 plants are there, you are manufacturing different products and you are costing, doing the costing. But let's say in a trade fair, okay, in a trade fair your company is going to participate. It's a 3 days event and you are installed one stall there and you are marketing, doing the marketing for all your products. So at that point of time, whatever the expenditure you are incurring, which cost center you will use there? 10 products are there out of these 3 plants. And you are marketing all the products. Basically, trade fair is a marketing activity, and all the expenditure you are incurring, you don't have any specific cost center there. So at front end, at first go, what you will do, we will go for the activity, or we will use the internal order concept there. Okay, then after that, we will allocation all this cost from internal order to different cost centers. So there we need the internal order. Or let's say we have one delivery vehicle. That delivery vehicle is serving 3 departments. Then we cannot say, okay, cost center wise we cannot derive the cost report. In that case, we need the number of rounds that delivery vehicle they have completed. Okay, so for that we need the ABC or internal orders. Okay, cost element. What is this cost element? Let's say you need to pay one electricity expense. So what is the entry? Electricity account debit to bank. This is how you are posting your transaction. $1,000. So this electricity you posted for which account? Profit and loss, because electricity is part of your profit and loss account. Again, it is required for where? For cost sheet. For costing purpose, this electricity is your overhead. Okay, electricity as overhead, you have to record this electricity in cost sheets. Okay, direct material, direct labor, and overhead. So you need this electricity also, $1,000. In manual system, if you are working in manual system or any software, first you have to record this transaction, this electricity, part of profit and loss. You will post this ledger as for profit and loss purpose. Again, you have to record this transaction to calculate the cost of production. But in SAP, what we can do, okay, this is which module? FI module. And this cost sheet is related to CO module. So what we will do, we will link both the modules. We can link this FI to CO. So with one single transaction, that means when the user, they will post a transaction like this, electricity to bank, then automatically the concerned cost center will update with help of this cost element. So for that purpose, we need this cost element. Okay, then we have profitability analysis. Okay, I have one question here. What is the requirement of this profitability analysis? Basically, profitability analysis means we can analyze the profits of the organization. Yes or no? But we can get this information from profit and loss account. Then what is need of this profitability analysis? Why it is required? Are you getting my question? This profitability analysis helps you to understand or analyze the profit. That information we can get it from profit and loss account.
Right.
Profit and loss account
There
will
might
give
be,
you.
yeah, there
please
might
tell
be
me.
possibility that there might be 100 or 10 of product in the company, and which product is performing well, that can be ascertained from the profitability analysis.
Exactly. Your profit and loss account will give you the picture of overall organization. Okay. But internally or micro level, what is the situation that we will not get it from profit and loss account. For example, let's say you have three processes or three departments. Department A, Department B, and Department C. Okay, three plants are there. So here we are incurring profit. Here it is profit. But here it is loss. And this loss is adjusted against your profit of A and B. So that's why from profit and loss we are getting, okay, our organization is doing good and we are earning profit. But micro level, or if you analyze department wise, then we will come to know that, okay, department C is incurring losses. Now it's up to management. They can do something to increase the revenue capacity of the department C, or they will drop this department or drop this plant. But this information we will, when we will analyze in detail, okay, at that time we can come to know that, okay, department C is incurring loss. But from profit and loss, overall organization is doing good. So this information we cannot derive from profit and loss account. For this we need the cost and revenue analysis. That's why here something is called COPA. You must heard this one, COPA, cost and revenue analysis. Okay, basically COPA means for one product what is the cost and what is the revenue, for that analysis. Okay, so cost, where we will get it? From purchase, from different source of costing like your cost center, cost element, then internal order, plant maintenance, repairing. So everywhere we will get the different cost, and revenue, profit center. That means profit center is linked with your sales. Okay, so that's how we can get it the revenue. That is your revenue side. So for that we have the profit center accounting. You can find it here. Profit center accounting is there. Okay, so we have the different costs and revenue. Now we can go for the profitability analysis and product costing. Like you are preparing the cost sheet, that is the product costing. In this slide, any doubt? This is your syllabus.
No, sir. Clear.
Okay. Other than this, we have some additional topics. Initially, we discussed SAP is enjoying its monopoly market because due to the integration. Integration means linking two departments. Okay, FI, some other department. We discussed at the time of purchase. Okay, there is requirement of linking. So in integration topics, what we will do, we can integrate or we can link this FI module with CO module, that is controlling module, FI with purchase, FI with sales. Those people having the knowledge of manufacturing, at this stage I will post one simple transaction. Okay, at the time of purchase or goods receipt, what is the journal entry? If anybody you have the knowledge. At the time of goods receipt, that means we we place the order and vendor supplied all your materials. Let's say trucks are there at your warehouse. So what will be the, from finance side, what will be the journal entry? Anybody? Okay, you agreed that it is the activity of warehouse department, right?
Mm-hmm.
And finance side also some books of accounts should be recorded. So for that, what should be the entry? Stock account should be debit. Sorry.
To vendors.
No, to GRIR.
Okay.
Why not vendor? Once you will post the vendor. Okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
But the finance department will record the vendor's account.
Yeah, exactly. So once you will post the vendor, then you are liable to pay. Once you will raise the vendor, that means you are liable to pay to the vendor. But unless we will verify the quality and physically inspects the product. So how can say we will pay the vendor? So at this stage, what we are doing, we are just simply receiving the stocks. We are not accepting the stocks, we are receiving the stock. So your purchase department or warehouse department, they will prepare the goods receipt note. So they will need some time, let's say 10-15 days is required for this inspection. But you have to record somewhere. You got the stock from the vendor, so you have to record somewhere. So record somewhere means some ledger posting. So that's why once you will integrate the system, your warehouse people, they will do some transaction in their system, then automatically both the ledgers will be posted. Stock will debit and GRR will be credit automatically without the knowledge of the finance people. Again, they will post the vendor. Purchase department will post the vendor. We are satisfied with the quality of the product and physically also we are verified. Now we can accept the stock. So what we will do, GRIR debit to vendor. So previously it was credited, now debited, so nullified entries, so stock to vendor. But to verification process, we have to post this transaction. In manual system, what they will do, they will complete this with warehouse department. Again, they will pass this information to finance department. Then they will record the transaction. But in SAP, if you link these transactions, okay, link these two modules, FI and warehouse or MM, then automatically in your FI books of accounts, you will get this type of entry. Similarly, finance also linked with your cell, so that can be also integrated. I hope it is clear now. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Ganesh, is it okay? Are you able to understand these things?
Yes, sir. Fine.
Okay. Okay. So these are some integration topics: FI with CO, FI with MM, FI with SD. So then some data uploading tools that is also part of your ABAP, but nowadays they are expecting techno-functional consultant. So that also we will cover here. That is LSMW. LSMW basically, let's say your client is currently using Oracle. Okay. So they have, let's say, 3000 ledgers. Once client is moving from Oracle to SAP, that means these 3000 ledgers are required. So is it possible to create all these ledgers in new system? That means SAP system. Is it possible? It will take huge time to create all these ledgers. So what we can do, using this concept, LSMW, using these tools, LSMW, we can upload those old data. That means your ledgers, 3000 ledgers from old system, that is your legacy system or old system, Oracle system to new system. Okay, that is basically we are using for data uploading. That also we will cover. Okay, so this is all about your course structure and course syllabus. I don't know if you have got the syllabus or not. This is the syllabus. Okay, finance side and controlling. In finance, this is the organization structure we discussed. Then some global settings. Then GL. Right. Vendor management, payable. Then receivable, asset, bank staff. Now come to controlling, cost element, cost center, internal order, product costing, and profitability analysis. That is the COPA. So we will complete this entire syllabus with minimum 80 hours, maximum can be. Okay, so minimum 80 hours is required because it's a huge syllabus. That means this FICO module is a bulky module compared to other module, MMSD, because it's two modules. It's not one single module, it's two modules actually. Okay, so this is how it is required. Now come to what are the professionals are working in SAP side. I need another 10-15 minutes, that's it. So what type of people are working? Okay, after completion of this training, you can work as a, okay, there is a requirement of technical people, technical consultant, but you are from functional side, so this part is not relevant for you. You can work as a functional consultant, or you can use the system user, right? Consultant means those persons involved in implementation, or they have to get the information from the client, or as per the client requirement, they have to design the software. Okay, these people are known as consultant. If you are using the system, then you are in the business application side. Okay, so you have two career paths. You can join one company like this, core company as a user, or you can join as an IT company as a consultant. Okay, they have different requirements, but you can join both companies. Okay, designation can be consultants. If it is IT company, then functional consultant, then a business analyst, MDM team. If you join MDM team, then master data analyst. Okay, accounts manager, like this. Okay, depends upon the company profile and your qualification and experience. Which industries are there? Almost all industries, all companies, they are using SAP. Okay, and finance is the blood of the company, so it's obviously requirement of FI people is finance people is required. What will be my training methodology? We will discuss each concept. Although you have the knowledge, you are from finance background, so you have the knowledge. So we will discuss the topic or concept. Then we will do the configuration. What is this configuration? Okay, configuration means from client side, their requirement is, suppose they want to post this type of transaction, electricity to bank. So what they want, they have their specification. We need some ledger report. We need some cost center report. Okay, some branch report, that is business area report. This is not related to some profit center report. So they have this specification. They want this type of reports. So as a consultant, your job will be, you have to do system configuration or design the system in such a way that, okay, user will simply post the entry. Which entry? He will post a voucher, electricity to bank, that's it. But from your configuration, what you can support, once they will post this transaction, electricity to bank, they can able to generate a ledger report. That means one ledger will be debit, one ledger will be credit, one cost center will be updated, one business area will be updated, and one profit center can be updated. If any requirement of internal order, that report can be generated. So as a consultant, you have to design the system for this type of requirement. That means for this report, you have to design the system in such a manner, user will use the system or post the transaction like this, so that you will get this type of report. Clear this one?
Pradeep, this is Lukesh here. I have a question here. So when you say that, you have to generate the reports, so it's like ABAP report, or it's like only the customization and the report is?
Reports, see, we have some standard reports, right? So if it is customized reports is required, then at that point of time we need the help of ABAPers. Because standard reports are available in SAP, so that reports we can generate it. If client is saying, okay, we need so much complicated data is not required, we need, let's say, simply this tabs or this fields are required. In that case, we can do the fine some editing at our end. That can be possible. If it is not required, some programs is required, then we need the help of ABAPer.
Okay. But in most of the cases, the standard SAP reports meets the requirement, right?
Yes, maximum clients, they are happy with the standard reports, but in certain cases we need lots of customizing also. That time we need the ABAP. Some reports that we can also generate, that is the query build up, report painter. Using these options, we can also design small reports. If it is a huge customization is required, then obviously you need the ABAP. Okay, so we will do the configuration. Then, because here no end user is there, and how we can say your configuration is correct? Once you will post a transaction, then you can say, okay, my configuration is correct. If you are getting this type of reports, then you can say configurations are correct, posting transactions. So we will do the configuration, posting transactions, analyzing different reports, and interview questions and certification. Those people are they have the planning to write the certification exam. So certification guidance also, chapter wise, I will help you. Okay. So what is the prerequisite course? You know very well. Anyone can join the course, but basic accounting knowledge is required, and you guys have very good experience and domain knowledge. So this slide is not for you guys. Okay. So what is the role of FICO consultant? We will discuss later. Okay. Any question you want to ask? Okay. Let me just complete that R3 structure once, then you can ask. Our product was R3.
What R3 stands for?
Yeah, that I'm coming. R3 stands for your real-time data processing, and 3 stands for your free-tier architecture of server. Okay, real-time data processing means immediately once you will post one transaction, other department immediately update it. Once you will post some transaction with your department, so with immediate effect, these two ledgers will update. That is your real-time data processing. And 3 stands for your three-tier architecture of server. So in our SAP server is divided into 3 segments. This is your database layer. This is your application layer. And it is your presentation layer. Okay, so database layer, all your data are stored in this layer. Like you're installing your software, you're storing all your business transactions, business volume, master data, everything is stored at this layer. And the authorized people, those people that are working in this layer or this segment, those are known as basis consultants. We discuss something technical, basis consultant. Okay, so in SAP, our data gets stored in some table format, right? So like in this, like we have some tables. Within table, we have some fields like this. So in SAP, almost 80,000 tables are there. As a functional side, you should have knowledge of tables, not in-depth knowledge, just knowledge. That means where your data gets stored, all these things. If you know, then it's good. But it is basically for technical people. Okay. In application layer, you have preset of logic and programs. Logic, settings, programs, all these things are there in application layer. And who are authorized people to work in this layer? Consultants. And presentation layers, your end users or users, they are working in this layer. Right? So if I am the end user of accounting department and I have to post different transactions and like you are getting different reports, so you are working in this layer. As a user, you are working in this layer. If I am the consultant, then I have to do the system designing, system configuration at this layer. So how this R3 structure is working? I will give one example here. Suppose we need to create one purchase order. So for creation of purchase order, first we need to create one vendor. So one person, okay, they will, from MDM team, they will prepare the vendor master. So this is the vendor master screen, let's say. So what they will do, they will update all this vendor name, address, all this information related to vendor. Okay, and they will assign one number, vendor number here. Let's say 2000 is the vendor number. So here we have dispatcher and work processor in application layer. Okay, we have dispatchers, work processors are there. So once you will save this information, or as a MDM team, they will save this vendor, then this information will flow from presentation layer to application layer. Here for vendor creation, what are the required configurations are there to support the end user. Okay, as a consultant, they have done this. So this information will go to one work processor. From here, this information will store in a particular table. Where it will store? So preset of programs are there. The vendor information will store in this particular table and this particular field. Okay, now the vendor is here, vendor information. And once you will enter the vendor number here, hit the enter button, then system will go for searching that vendor. Again, work processor, it will search the vendor. So vendor is here. So immediately this information system will retrieve from this layer to this layer. So all the vendor informations are readily available. Purchase order created. Now, another person from accounts department, they are supposed to make the payment to the vendor. So they also use the same vendor, 2000, enter. then system will follow the same rule, and it will use the work processor, and it will search the vendor, and it will make it available here. That means the same vendor once created can be used in purchase order, can be used in purchase invoice for payment. So this is how this R3 structure is working. That means only authorized people, they have the access to the authorized area. If I am the end user, I have the access to this area only. Which area? This one. If you are the consultant, you have the access to both. Which area? This application layer as well as presentation layer, because you have to do the system configuration, and a little bit technical, but I try to explain. So here we are using the cloud computing technology and client server technology. Like you have different clients. Okay, let's say you are working in office, your desktop. So this desktop, with help of your internet and that GUI. So when you told me that time 730, that is the GUI. Okay, that is your gateway to connect to the server. So with help of this GUI, what you will do, you will connect to the server. If you are working in a laptop, you will connect to the server. From tab, you can use the server. Anyway, you are using the same server from different locations. So for connecting this server, you need that GUI or gateway to the connect. So how will you connect? Okay, this laptop, my laptop is a client. So from this laptop, I will connect to the SAP server. Okay, once you will enroll, you will get this server access. So you have to launch this application. This is not SAP. This is only the GUI, right? Server is somewhere else. Okay, all people, they have their individual user ID and password, like you are connecting your office. So I connecting to the system. This SAP EG access screen, this is the end user screen, or as per my graph, it is the presentation layer. Okay, once you will connect to the system, the first screen it will connect to the end user presentation layer. If I am the user of accounting department, so I have the access to the accounting stuff. So where I will work, accounting, financial accounting, then concern area, GL, AR, AP, bank, I will work. Okay, like this. All your reporting stuff is available here. I told you different reports are there. So standard reports we can generate from here. Okay, I am the user. Now, if I am the consultant, then I have the access to application layer 2, right? So what I will do, I can access the application layer, or that we called as IMG setting, implementation guide. So as a consultant, my job will be design the system. So here you will find this here. Okay, enterprise structure, that is your organization setting, and your all department, all configurations related to finance. So here also you will find some general settings, GL, AR, AP, bank, everything is there. Similarly, controlling. So in this screen, you will design the system, and in this screen, you will test the system or users they are working. Right. So from my side, you will get these materials. One second. Okay, I will stop sharing for a couple of seconds. Just allow me. Okay, this is your configuration guide. So this document will help you in the configuration. For example, you will create a company, right? So step by step, that running notes we can, I will give you in class, but normal theory on all these things are there. Then configuration guide. Suppose you want to create a new company. So how this document will help you? This is your screen. So what is written here? Type SPRO. Okay, type SPRO. The next one, click on enterprise structure. Here it is, structure. Then definition. After that, financial accounting. Define company. Okay, so this is the database table. I told you every data is stored some table, so that information also I shared. Click on this clock or IMG activity that I did. Then click on new entry. This is your new entry. This is your screen. Now fill all these informations like what is the name of the company, code and all these things, information. Complete it. Then save it. Save it. So like this document help you in configuration. Okay. So all the configurations screenshot wise it is written. First the general concept, then step by step configuration. This is one document. Then you will get topic wise this document also. This is your work assignment, you can say. Okay, that means as a fresher you don't know what to do. Okay, you should get some assignment. Okay, you will follow this, then you will go. Okay, so this document I prepared like this. So this is a blank screen. So you will follow. Okay, I need to create company. Also solutions are given and blank steps are there. So what we will do while doing the configuration, it is your wish. You can fill this document. Blank space are there. You can fill this. So it will become a project guide for you. And before interview, this document really helps you. Why? Because this document is a bulky document. See, 367 pages are there for an FI, controlling almost same pages, 300 pages around. Another document I will share. So from this document, you cannot access this document or recap this document before your interview. But this document, this is some pages only, right? So you can easily recap the things. And most important is you have completed this document only. So it is easy to complete this get the information from this assignment. So you can say this is your assignment, work assignment, or practice note, practice test, workbook, whatever you can call. So this type of documents I will share. Running notes will be there in class. Okay. So now we can ask questions.
So practically tabular code, the uses of tabular code I don't understand.
See, all the data, whatever the data we are storing, it is stored in some codes.
Tabular
For
data.
example, yes. For example, let's say this is the company. For general people, this information is at this screen. For general people. But if you go for technically, then where this data is stored? So all the data is stored in a particular table and particular field. So that information we can get it from technical or in database layer. From where? From this layer we can get this information. If you say this Tata Limited, so where it is stored? It is stored in this place. Okay, table V_T880 and field is this. So within this table, in this field it is there. Actually this table and this are purely technical information. It is not required for you. But nowadays what the thing is that company requirement, their expectation is too high. They are saying that you should have the knowledge of all the technical stuff also. That's why they are saying that you should be techno-functional, not only functional. So that's why to crack the interview, if they will ask what is the table for this company, what you will say? This is not my stuff. You can't say this like this. So you should have the knowledge of this, so that it will be easy to communicate with ABAPer. Because if you will communicate to the ABAPer, he does not know what is this company and all these things. He only understood what is the programming language and what is the field table, all these informations. Only he will understand. So as a functional people, you will get this information from client and you need to communicate to the ABAPer. So at that time, this information is required. Okay.
Okay.
Any next question?
How we can verify which version of SAP we are using?
Which version?
Yeah, which version? Because 7.3 is a GUI, right?
That
And
is you.
how?
Yes.
How we can verify which version we are using?
That you will get it from here.
You can go to system and status. So over there it will be there.
System to?
Status.
Yes. This one. See. ECC 6.
If you can click on this component version, this magnifying window, it will display all the versions.
This one, no?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Next.
The ECC 6 stands for?
ECC stands for Enterprise Central Component. 6 is the current version. Like they started with 4, 4.1. We are in, enterprise central component.
Okay.
That's a change. R3, they changed the name from R3 to ECC.
Okay.
Priti, any question you have? Praveen?
No, Pradeep. No. Right now I have no question. By attending this class, I have lots of the concept, lots of the terms was there. I cleared those terms. Lot of words, lot of terms was there. So I cleared.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means in office you are using so many terms. That time you did not know what are these.
No.
Obviously, that is from at that point of time you have the access to the end user some limited T codes, right?
Only when I was updating any type of assets management or something like that, I have to put the cost center, I have to put the profit center. I have lots of questions at that time. Why we are putting this? Why we are putting this? That time lots of questions.
Yes, because at that time you have the limited knowledge. Because when, as you said, we have to give them training. Suppose your run back C, we implemented. Let's say TCS implemented run back. So what they will do? They will identify different people from different department, receivable, payable, bank. So only specific their job point of view, what is required, that training we will keep them, and that is only very restricted to that because anyway it's free training only. So companies are not bothered to give the training, and also frankly speaking, the users are also they are not interested to learn at that point of time. They are just, for them it's a training activity and they have to sleep at that time.
Yeah, that's so true. It's a very natural.
Yes. So then when they will realize, when they will sit in the system, in front of system, suddenly they realize, oh, we have to work on this system. So that time they will realize. Then paid training and all these things are there.
I also using Reliance as a presentation layer end user. The ESS system in Reliance using that consists of salary, tours and travels, expenses, cost centers. All these are I am using now.
Right. So good thing that you are already familiar with the system. So that will help you to understand the concept and work very fastly. Because people need some time to set into the new system. Okay?
Okay, Prateek. Thanks a lot.
Okay.